How many links is safe to build per day for a new site? Um, I've actually got an article about this. Nick, I'll let you talk about this for a second. I'll drop the article link.
Cool. Yeah, and I think we've probably answered it a few times on the show. So you could probably go through YouTube and look at it, but we'll just kind of recap here. Um, there is no exact number to, how many backlinks is safe per day. It's all dependent on variables that you are manipulating in unison to not only the backlinks, but the historical data that exists to that particular money site that you're adding links to, how large it is. And then especially if like you've read my newest case study, which is out, there's 50 pages on this kind of information because for me, especially with a new asset, I do like to get very aggressive with my backlinking campaigns, but it's one of the hardest things to emulate properly because you need to be able to diversify that backlink profile. You need to be able to diversify things like the anchors to that backlink profile. And then you need to be able to do that in accordance with what kind of historical data you have based on that website. It's not a simple answer, really. It all depends on what
How
your
you're
goal
building
set
them.
is and how you're building it. Yeah. And so hypothetically, I think what's important if you're asking this question is, where to start. Well, probably start with where is your site currently at in aspects to how much it's been developed on page wise, what the historical data is showing as far as backlinks go and off page factors, and then what your budget is and what your goal set is spread out over time. You're going to have to do some competitor research to get this info and get an idea of where you would budget month to month on backlinks. But typically you want to extend that over the course of like 6 months, I would say, if not a bit longer. Just especially, this year we had so many algo updates, so much volatility in the SERPs, et cetera, that I think playing it safe, so less budget every month, is actually a better way to kind of maneuver SEO this day and age.
Yeah, and I don't know what kind of links you're even talking about there. Who asked this question? Arizona. But yeah, I mean, if you're talking about like pillow links, if you're talking about like social profiles and that kind of thing, then it doesn't really, you can build as many of those things as you want in a day, really. I mean, you don't want to spam out like a bunch of like blog comments or something, unless they're like good blog comments. I mean, you could do that. It doesn't really matter. But if you're talking like how many links can you build a day? So like for example, in all of the sites that we are handling link building for right now, we handle, for example, our managed link building program. It's a monthly link building service. We're not we don't ask this question at all. And most of these sites, like let's pretend they only have like a $500 per month budget. Then realistically, if we're not talking about pillow links, which those are very cheap, so those could boost the numbers up quite a bit higher in a month. But if you're doing, guest posts and niche edits, like quality guest posts and niche edits on a $500 a month budget, that could be anywhere from 2 to 4 links a month, essentially. Or if they're kind of like a little bit cheaper niche edits, you could probably get like 2 to 6 links a month, something like that.
Mm.
So, when you're talking about on a day, it's like 0 links a day. It's less than 1 link a day that you're building on a $500 a month budget. If you're going to, $1,000, $2,000 a month budget, those numbers are obviously going to go up quite a bit. But it's also going to depend on the authority that you build. Like, what if we use only high authority links? And they, on a $2,000 budget, they still might only get, like 5 links a month or something if they're like super high authority, like very high authority. Um, so the main thing I want to tell you is it's for me, when somebody asks this question, they're talking about going out and building a bunch of low quality links, and they don't want to get in trouble doing it. And that's just not the way
Yeah.
that we talk about link building at all. And we don't recommend you doing something like that at all. If you're asking this question, you're planning to go out and start building like, so many links per day that you think you're going to get in trouble, you're probably going to do something wrong and get in trouble. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna
Yeah.
sugarcoat it. So what I'd really recommend you to do is watch the how many backlink or look at the how many links a day article I wrote, and I dropped another video in there on YouTube, which that we did before, which is how to build links to a new site. Look at those two, especially the YouTube video. I think the YouTube video is actually more useful because it tells you how we like to handle link building for a new site, and it's going to involve some pillow linking, and then slowly doing a few guest posts and niche edits a month, mainly to the home page with natural anchors. And you could do more than that if you got a higher budget. But what I want you to stay away from is thinking that you need to go out and just start spamming a ton of links. And if you actually have a good budget and you're actually talking about building quality links, a lot of quality links per month, you're going to want to still be careful and still do a lot of homepage linking with natural anchors and stuff. And there's no number to how many links per day that you can build is safe. If you think about, for example, a website or a business going viral, Google cannot penalize a website for going viral and getting tons of attention all over the internet and tons of links coming into them. So when you think about it like that, you could really build as many links per day as you wanted. If you built them correctly, they were good links, and everything looked natural anchor text, basically what would happen naturally in the real world. So yeah, difficult question. Hopefully you can get some value out of the stuff I dropped. You said the YouTube link's not working. Let me go ahead and get it for you again real quick.
And then just in case you want to dive into it, we haven't been able to get too much traction with it, if we're being honest, but we've got a downloadable case study where I do get extremely aggressive with the backlinking campaign, especially up front. So if you want to look through that and get some ideas of how to diversify a large backlink campaign, it's definitely in there.
Oh, shoot. Hopefully I didn't kill our live stream there.
No, I think it's live.
Well, guess we'll find out.
Can you hear us? Emmanuel says, my favorite live of the week. Thank you.
Anyway, Arizona, basically, if that YouTube link isn't working, you could go and just search for Sir Links-a-Lot, building links to a new website. Or I don't know why that link wouldn't work though. It's I just copied and pasted it. But yeah, not exactly a small pretty answer, but it's an honest answer.
Yeah, that video doesn't work for me either. It says it's not available anymore.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Let me try one more time. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Share, copy. Here, try this one. Is that one working? Apologies for the technical difficulties, but anyway, if it's not working, just search for this. Just search for Sir Links-a-Lot, new site roadmap. If you search for that on YouTube, you'll find it for sure.
That one worked.
Okay, Nick's saying it's working. All right. But yeah, hopefully that answer helps. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the links below for more info on this topic, as well as other cool stuff like SEO case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks, and happy ranking.